Jesse's girl. I'm talking about Jesse's girl. What up? It's your boys, Samurai Nighttime, and welcome back to another podcast. This is episode number 4. Tonight we have RJ.
Hello.
Gary.
Hi.
And Lance.
What's up?
Alright guys, Samurai Nighttime, let's get it.
Ching.
No Wesley today, but that's fine. We gonna keep this going.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's totally fine. It's
you
cool.
know, it's just so fun.
I think it's hilarious how...
I didn't go to Instagram this time and ask for things. I forgot to.
I did too, because I was asleep.
But you said you had some stuff already.
Oh yeah, I have some questions from last time.
So we don't even need it, is what you're saying.
Who cares? I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Wait.
Who
I care about
cares?
you guys.
We care.
RJ.
We care. We love y'all. We
Thank
appreciate all our followers, subscribers. Speaking of RJ, hit us
Hi.
with that.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and that bell. I had to wait because I knew Lance wanted to do that little sound effect.
That's just trying to be a rapper.
You want to be the soundboard guys. So
You
bad.
need to. You need to get a soundboard. Anyways, but yeah, don't forget to follow us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram, both at Samurai Nighttime. Shing. Shing. We have a handshake, guys. We should record the handshake and put it on Instagram.
I'm down.
We have a Samurai Nighttime handshake. It's pretty dope. We have a solo one, as in, well, not solo because it's 2 people. But then there's a group one for all 5 of us to do it at the same time.
I like the group one. The group one is dope.
The group one's good.
Can we
I like
do,
both
like,
of them, honestly.
One at a time. We'll do like chop it up into like 2 people who do it, and then in the end, it's gonna be all of us.
Oh, like
Can
combined?
anyone translate?
I think I understand.
Show,
Let it
show the
put your
single and the
translations
group,
in the comments.
Yeah,
but combine them
Yeah.
into one clip.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I know.
He just
what
wants to
you're
ensure
talking
that that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna do.
We're not
I
doing
got
2
you,
separate
Lance.
posts.
I got you. Lance, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna start off with some questions. Where do you draw the line between talking and dating?
Oh.
And it's gonna stem from there.
So
For me, we kind of talked this off the podcast before. My line is when you give each other titles. When you call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. That's my line.
So that's dating already.
That's dating to me. Talking, there's no titles. You're just talking. You're literally just talking.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Talking is just talking.
So what if you don't give each other titles, but you both are like exclusively liking each other?
I still call
That is called.
So is that dating or is that still talking?
I still call it talking to me.
So if you're exclusive,
But
like you both have that, like you show.
to me, if you're being exclusive, you should give each other the titles then. I mean, I know some people don't like the title, right? I know of some people who don't like to call their girlfriend or their boyfriend those titles, but you gotta at least have a mutual understanding that it's there.
Is there a standard in going from to official or to prompt getting the titles?
Yeah, like that's what Anonymous was trying to say. Like, how do you move past the talking?
Because for me, I'm thinking you gotta ask the parents.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're a step before that, it's just talking.
I think so.
Until you talk to the parents.
So you talk to the
Yeah,
parents till you not claim, but like, you know what I mean? Call each other the
Dibs.
titles. You know what I mean? Like, give each other the titles and like ask each other. Like, I guess.
Consensual.
Yeah. They're, both sides need to agree that this is moving to the next level, not just one person.
I feel like it's like you're talking, right? And then that's its own phase, and then you go on dates and stuff. Like obviously there's intention or like a mutual thing between both parties, and then but you don't need the title in the dating phase. And then then together, that's like when you have the title. I feel like to me.
Because what if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like during the talking,
you won't know if it won't work unless you date.
See,
exactly.
Okay, to me,
so that's the line of logic I'm following with Aaron.
The what you guys do together will be the same. I think, like when you talk and when you're dating, you're still going out on dates and stuff and like hanging out. But to me, you've moved to dating, quote unquote. Dating is when you have those titles, but you do the same thing when you're talking. There's just progression. To me, it's a progression in terms of the phases of your relationship.
So everything happens in the talking phase, is what you're saying.
Everything happens in the talking phase.
Like going on dates and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That happens still in the talking phase.
That's in the talking phase. That's not in the dating phase.
No, I think it's both. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's my that's my logic.
Where do you draw the line? Where's the line drawn?
For RJ,
my line is
literally
the title, or like.
So when it becomes official, that's when it's separated from the talking phase.
That's what I think. When you have an anniversary date, you know, like when you like say like, oh, you know, should it happen for another year, and you remember that date when you made it official. That when you have that date,
you're dating.
That's when you're dating
because you
literally have a date.
Whoa!
Because you're dating your relationship from that date. But everything going out on dates, talking to each other on the phone, whatever, that's done in both sides, the dating phase and the talking phase.
So like say everyone notices like you're in the talking phase and it's like forever how long? You still reference it as talking? Or is it like, oh yeah, we've been dating.
Okay.
Or like if you're an official in a relationship, we've been together since boom, that day.
If you have a date to go from to start,
dating.
That's dating. If you don't, you're talking. That's my reasoning. I'm not saying mine's right or wrong, whatever, but that's just how I see it.
That'd be funny if you said, I'm wrong.
But I don't know. What about you guys?
What do you think, Lance?
I think I agree with you.
With me?
Yeah, I like the dating. That has to have a date.
Yeah,
talking.
your mind was blown when I said.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, because there's a date.
Enlightened. Straight up, Bobbertism.
Okay. I'm more in line with Aaron's thinking, but you bring up a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
You have a date.
Yeah.
A timestamp.
I understand that my reasoning doesn't make complete sense because the things that you're doing in the talking phase, you're also doing in the dating phase. But yeah, for me, it's something as minute as just saying like that's my girlfriend and this is the date we started going out. That's something as small as that. That changes the phase.
Yeah, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, so you're with so and so." Like they assume because like seeing you together, and then oh, so you're with so and so. How long has that been going? But then you're like,
right?
No, we're just dating.
Well, I say no, we're just talking.
Talking.
That's what I say.
Talking.
But once we have a date, like
so it really depends on like that person or like the two.
I think so.
Understanding of the relationship.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because if like someone asks me, it's like, oh, I see you with this person all the time. It's like, oh yeah, we're just talking. But then if we gave each other the titles and like someone literally asked them out like to be, will you be my girlfriend? Or for her, if she says, will you be my boyfriend? That's when I say, okay, we're dating.
I like it.
Did you say this has other questions following up with it?
Well, we kind of said it like, okay, Anonymous was saying, how do you move past the talking phase?
Mine is literally just talk it. I mean, of course, talk to parents, but like talk it out. Like say, hey, where are we? Or if I hate those talks.
What are we?
But like, someone has to ask. Someone has to say, you know, will you be my girlfriend, or can we go out? Can we make this official? That's what I think.
Mine?
What?
He said, will you be mine?
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah,
a
literally,
song.
that's how I
There's a
feel
song.
about it. Someone has to ask somebody.
So it's talking phase until it's official. Then official means dating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's how I see it, at least. What do you guys think? How do you move on from the talking phase to the...
Yeah, I think talking to the parents.
Yeah.
That's a big distinction.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally have nothing else.
Yeah, same, because I kind of said all of it.
Okay, all right, for sure.
Lance?
Yeah,
You want to
Lance.
share your thoughts? Your mind was blown.
It was today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, when you said dating
Oh, okay, yeah.
has a date, bro.
Right? That, I mean, it's
And
it's
talking
in the
is
name.
just talking. It's
Yeah.
just so simple.
Right? I don't know. That's how I saw it. If I had a nickel for every time I said that so far, that's how I see it. That's why I see it.
There's a lot of nickels.
I'd have a quarter.
Have a quarter.
Okay, so do you guys consider going to a fast food restaurant as a date?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
What do you think, Lance?
Not as a first date.
I agree.
said
I said that before. We talked about this off podcast again, but yeah, when I said that, I guess Lance fully agreed with that.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, Gary doesn't, which is a good
No,
point.
I don't
No,
disagree.
But what you said was a good point.
It depends. It's such a dependent answer. Like if they want to hang out with you and there is no reasonable place but a fast food restaurant, and they want to go, like
Yeah.
Why not?
why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Gary had also said though, like you set the bar not that high, which is I think that makes sense.
And,
A lot of
yeah.
sense.
Okay. Caveat. I'm not saying set the bar low.
Yeah. Of course.
But like
That's why I changed my wording. I was gonna say that, but I was like, no. That's
When
not
you
There's
start
a-
out high, you create
When-
that expectation.
yeah, and so you run the risk of being like letting them down.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you want something affordable?
I understand why you don't want to bring them first because it makes sense. Like if that's your first idea to be like, hey, let's go to a fast food restaurant, and they're like not into that,
Yeah.
and you push it, that's like, okay, you just broke.
Dang.
And like you don't want to treat them. But if they want to go, why not?
Yeah.
Or if it's a suggestion that they make, why not? But if both of you make a mutual agreement that let's go somewhere else that's better, why not also?
Yeah.
For me, if you're gonna set the bar, it has to be relative to the person. Like, what is it that they want to go to?
Mm-hmm.
If they don't want to tell you and they're playing a game like that, I'm out, bro.
Where do you want to go? I don't know. You choose.
Don't
No.
play
But
the
then they
game.
actually know where they want.
Dude, I hate that.
Yeah, no, I
You
just,
say,
a
okay,
game.
let's go here. I don't want to go there.
it's like you told me. Okay,
Yeah, no. Like, if you know where you want to go, just say where you want to go. Give options.
Yeah.
If you don't know where you want to go, and then I give options, and you say no to them, it's like, okay, well, here we are.
Yeah. Fast food restaurant
going
as
anywhere.
a date is perfectly fine. But if every date is at a fast food restaurant,
Okay, that's
then there's-
another thing.
There's
That's
a problem.
that's also different. Yeah,
It's all
It can't
wrong
be
with
like
you.
every single time.
right. Well, because eventually they're not gonna want to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why you just have to make a mutually agreeable negotiation. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Korean barbecue.
Ooh, that's a good place.
They're like, okay, this time we're gonna settle for some burgers. Like,
Yeah, Korean barbecue. Yeah, restaurant. Fast casual.
yeah.
Chipotle, Piology, whatever.
Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake.
Is
Yeah.
is that expensive?
Heck yeah.
Dude, what the heck?
Never mind.
Sort of question.
Yeah, if you're Lance, you're gonna bring her to Cheesecake Factory first,
I mean,
and then from there it's just Taco Bell.
yep, that's how it is.
Dang.
And
I
then
brought
it
you
goes,
nice first, so
and
it should
then-
sustain.
yeah.
See, okay, this is my whole
This should
thing.
hold for 5 dates.
I like to do something not too big for the first date, but like not fast food, then fast food throughout, but then like an important or big milestones. That's when I'll go somewhere big again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But once again, that's also a mutual understanding.
Right.
Like, we're gonna go big for today.
Because it's supposed to be memorable. Their first date.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be a
So-
restaurant though. That's the thing.
Something.
Was
Yeah.
the question just simply a date or first date?
A date
It counts as a date.
Yeah.
But the caveat for RJ and Lance
is not the first date.
Oh, just not the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree that it does count as a date. I just wouldn't want to do it for the first date. I mean, if she is down, sure, okay, but
It's also not my first choice. Is
Yeah.
also what I
Exactly,
want to
yes,
clear
yes,
to.
yes.
It's like, I don't want to take you there immediately.
Yeah, but if
it's like, girl, let me take you out. Let's go to McDonald's.
So if you're just
stay
talking,
to the top left side.
Yeah.
The don't 1, 2, 3 $1. No.
It's like, okay, let's go and get the 2 for $3. I get one thing, you get the other.
Yeah, you get the water cup and I
Oh.
get the no.
Dang.
Yeah, so like if you're just talking and whatever, then like food comes up, and then you guys decide on a place, and it happens to be fast food. Is that a date?
If you go inside, it's a date.
No,
if
you
it's
know
a drive-through, it's just like
I don't know. I think sometimes that's kind of cool. Is like when you go through the drive-through and just eat in the car.
Okay, here's another question. Is spending time with them eating considered a date or hanging out?
Ooh.
Wait, are we under the understanding that we are dating?
Yeah.
And or talking?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
You like each other exclusively. Oh, man. And you hang out by getting food together. Not necessarily in the brick and mortar of the place.
I think wherever you go, it's a date.
I actually kind of agree.
When Lance was answering, he's looking up in the corner away from everyone. Like,
so you're saying like pretty much anywhere you go, as long as it's with that person, you have that mutual feeling with, it's a date.
Yeah,
I think so too. Actually, as long
that
as
makes sense.
If you're the only two people, then I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say anything you do together is it. I wouldn't call it a date, but it's basically a date.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
It's an unofficial date, but I wouldn't consider it hanging out.
Like I wouldn't count it like say
you
you're.
wouldn't consider it hanging out.
Like,
why? Is it more than hanging out?
I think it's.
I don't know.
Less.
It's kind of different.
It's because of the relationship that you guys have that makes
You're
it
creating
a
that
date, quote unquote.
relationship.
Because I wouldn't count it like say you're in the talking phase and someone asks you, "Oh, how many dates have you gone out on?" I wouldn't count those moments as the date. I would only count the ones that we like both agree that this was a date. Like we set a plan to do this.
What if you set the plan to get food?
Then as a
Is
date.
that so? That's
But
even if it's a drive-through,
yeah.
or even if you eat
If you spend enough time together.
What if it's Sonic's?
Well, that's a perfect date, honestly. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, like it's basically a restaurant in your car, right?
I know.
They bring the food to you.
What I'm saying is like
I mean,
it's in the car.
I say if there's
so many variables.
if you're doing something and you're talking a lot and you're getting to know each other or like you're just enjoying each other's company, that's a date. If you're just like at home chilling watching Netflix, unless you both agree to do that, like say let's just stay home and do this, then I think that's a date. But if you're not saying like if you're just by happenstance just starting to do it, it's not a date.
So it's a date if it's planned, but if it's just like a spur of the moment type of thing, it's hanging
I
out.
wouldn't. I'd call that
Okay,
hanging out.
gotcha. Okay.
Well, last minute date. That's fun.
I mean, those can happen. Yeah.
I'm taking you out in an hour.
Yeah.
So be ready.
Sounds like
No,
you
no,
have
no.
a gun.
I'm taking you out. Like, literally taking you out.
You come out of the house in an hour.
Oh my gosh.
But that'd be a date at that point, right?
I guess so.
If you're giving
By
time
my logic that I'm giving, I guess I gotta stick to it. But yeah, I guess I would.
I'm doubling down.
I mean, yeah, because like, let's say like, I guess if you gave that time like to say, oh, let's do this later today, right? But let's say you're already together, like maybe you're just chilling, and then you say, let's go do this, let's go watch a movie. I wouldn't call that as a date then, because you just spontaneously decided it at the very moment.
What? That's
So
still a
spontaneous.
I think I think a movie is a date, but when you're like,
Okay, here's another question. Are certain activities together default considered dates?
I think what's the word?
I think yeah.
So
If
what
it's
is
not
the word?
scheduled, but it's still an activity together.
The word I'm looking
I
for
feel
is
like movies.
stereotypical. Like it's
Movies feels like a
Spontaneity.
date thing.
movies are very much a date thing. But okay, if you go to the theater to watch a movie, it's a date. If you stay home watch a movie, I don't think so.
So not all time spent together is a date.
I don't think so.
That's fair.
I'll
I'll take that.
I don't agree. I disagree.
You think
So
every
all
single
time spent with them, in your case, is considered a date. All time spent.
Okay.
All time.
like every
Every single
moment.
moment.
It should be.
Okay, I see what
Okay.
you're saying. Okay.
All right.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I see your logic too, because
Yeah.
I think what Lance you're trying to say is like you're like in that relationship all the time kind of thing.
Yeah.
I see. I don't
Because
know.
you can't go back to.
So what
like,
if you're with friends?
Oh, then that's not a that's a not a date.
But that's what I was saying. All time spent with them.
Oh well,
no,
I think
no,
all times
like-
with them, like literally
With
just
them,
them.
just you two.
Yeah.
No.
That's
not what
he's
I
saying.
mean. That's what
when
he's
it's just
saying.
the two
I
of
didn't.
you.
I didn't know it like with friends.
I said literally all time spent with them.
Literally all times. No. But if it's just you two,
I see what Lance is
do you
saying.
feel
Yeah,
like
all
there?
times with just them, just the two involved.
It's still a date.
Yeah.
So you don't agree with that? But
I don't agree with that, but I understand him.
I also understand all of you.
There was one where, if you had to, would you break up with someone over the phone or in person? I feel like this is
Oh yes.
Oh. Had to. What does had to mean?
like
if
obviously like if it wasn't working out kind of thing.
Okay, but like I said, what does had to mean? Because if it doesn't work out, do you have to do it over the phone?
It's however you would do it.
Because for me, I'm adamantly it has to be in person, unless it's got to be like extremely like they cheated on you in a different
Oh.
country. Like okay,
So
Okay, if that's the
you
case.
take them
See
on
what
a,
I mean?
you
Like
take
that-
them on
without-
a date to break up with them.
without the extreme cases of like they've betrayed
It's
you or something
over.
like that.
if it's just not working,
Yeah.
the proper way to do it is in person
Yeah.
for me. Avoiding the phone at all costs.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I also agree that if there were something like, somehow your trust was betrayed,
Oh, you can do
do
that.
it whenever.
You can, yeah.
Because at that point, that person doesn't deserve the courtesy of
Yeah,
doing it in person.
that's fair. Yeah, I would avoid the phone at all costs, but
Yeah, because that's
it
just
happens. It
that's just-
happens.
yeah,
In person's the best. That's my policy.
I agree.
Why?
Same.
You can't hide.
Okay. I just wanted
You
to
can't
We're
hide.
practicing.
practice.
Because if,
Why?
because if you do it on the phone, it's so much easier to like sever a bond you have with someone. If it's just not working out, it's so much easier to sever the bond. You don't have to deal with the repercussions of their immediate feelings.
Tell me more.
You're practicing your psychology.
This psychology.
He's a counselor now.
pictures.
It's just pictures.
It's just picture. Look at you.
Have you ever? Okay, I think all of us have been in relationships, right? Have you ever been the one to break up with the person, or are you more often the one breaking up or the one being broken up with?
More often,
No.
being broken up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've only been in 2 relationships.
Yeah. Same.
So the first one, it was mutual. So
Can we like stop being the same person? We were literally.
I had a mutual. I had one.
But we've only had 2. Me and Aaron both have only been in 2
Oh.
relationships. The first one was mutual. The other one we were broken up with, right?
yeah,
My God, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
you guys
we are
the
the
same
same.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you one.
Have you ever? Wait, what was yours? What was, more often? Are you more often
Yeah.
being the one broken up with?
I'm more often who got broken up with.
But okay, has anyone
So
been the
technically,
one to break up? Either one. Of you.
Yes.
technically I've been broken up with more
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
than I've broken up with.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
the mutual one, that counts as half. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Mathematically, according to my calculation.
My calculations are correct.
The one that ended up mutual though, we had a lot of breaks in between, and I initiated some of them, but I wouldn't necessarily count that I was breaking up if we got back together right away. But have you ever felt guilty or you felt like you were being the bad guy,
Yes.
and because there was times where I did want to break up with my but I didn't want to hurt her and be the bad guy.
Yes.
Is that wrong? I feel like that's wrong. That's betraying myself, I feel.
Oh my god, that's a loaded.
It's a loaded question.
Overload.
Repeat your question.
Okay, so there were times with my first girlfriend that I wanted to break up with her, right? But I didn't want to hurt her or be perceived as the bad guy from either her or our friends.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there were times where I didn't do it and just kept going with the relationship even though I was unhappy. Or I felt like it wasn't going anywhere.
Wait, so what's the concern?
But if you wanted to
just
keep
didn't want
going-
Have you do you
I'm just
feel
asking, have you
bad
ever
in
done that?
situation?
Have you ever felt bad?
Oh, I should cut this off for whatever reason, but you just stick it out because
You
you,
didn't
don't
want-
want to be seen as the bad person in everyone else's eyes.
You don't want those repercussions.
You didn't want the relationship to work at all.
No, it's not that I didn't want it to
wasn't-
work.
oh,
It
it
wasn't working.
wasn't
I did
working?
want it to work, but I felt like it wasn't. But
I don't want this to work.
if I didn't want it to work, why would I be in the relationship at all?
Preach.
Yeah, that's I haven't been in your situation, so I don't know.
Oh. You just never felt bad.
racking my brain.
That's like, oh,
The face Lance just made. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I care about other people's opinions way too much, relationship or otherwise.
Yeah,
But
I feel like you should.
No, I agree. Like, it's easier. If I were to talk to my old self, I would say, care about what you, because this is what I tell other people.
Yeah.
Care about what you feel. Like, don't worry about other people's feelings. I mean, to an extent.
Okay.
To an extent. Of course, you should care.
Yeah.
But, like,
The way
you need to
I
focus
would
on your
frame
happiness,
it,
too.
You can care, but don't worry about
Oh,
what
okay.
other people think.
I agree.
You're the best. That was a good answer.
We're hitting a bunch of wisdom right now. We're hitting it.
Well, no, because it's dumb to be like, I don't care what people think. You literally have to care about what some people think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you, like, the people that are like, no, I'm all about me, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody thinks. All right,
100.
good luck getting a job. Right. Good luck making a sale. Good luck interacting with anyone, right? But I wouldn't worry, like lose sleep or like let it hang over you all the time what people think.
So, how about this? Which felt worse, breaking up with someone or being the one broken up with? What do you guys think?
It's case by case.
It was different for each relationship.
It
I think.
depends on how it happens.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because maybe you were still invested, but they weren't, and you didn't see it happening, kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh, but there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I can imagine that hurting more.
Yep. And then
Lance.
What
He's
happened?
making faces.
it can hurt, like to be broken up with. I've experienced where you've been broken up with and it was fine, and where it was not fine.
Yeah.
And then I've experienced where,
Yeah, those hurt.
as it should.
I don't know about should. But
Lance will hug.
You want to hug me?
Maybe later. I do actually. I do.
Yeah.
After we're done.
Yeah, and then there's been times where you break up, where I've broken up with someone, and I was like,
free.
The bonds.
the chains.
Free at last.
The chains.
Free at last.
Yeah.
Like in the Shawshank Redemption.
The water just washes off all the filth, bro. Yeah, just the weight, the stench.
The water, like this.
Oh gosh, he's gonna do it again. Nice.
Dude, that is a whole jug, and you are downing it.
It's good.
I'm sure it is.
Mucho mango.
Alright.
Mucho.
Macho mango.
He said it wrong and his eyes got so wide when he
Because he
realized
realized it.
the realization.
All right. The other question was going back to dates. Should the guy pay, or should the girl pay, or should everyone pay for themselves?
Depends.
Yeah, that's another one depending.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
I don't play this either or game, bro.
Just like, oh, I pay for it.
It's and also.
I don't care either way. My thing is, the girl shouldn't expect the guy to pay every single time.
I don't care if they expect.
I know, because like sometimes my pocket's getting tight.
Yeah.
You know, but like I don't know, they just expect it.
I don't think I've met a girl who has like wanted me to pay for, like they've always wanted to pay for themselves.
And you were like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, great.
Great.
One thing that my first girlfriend, her and I did was we kind of took turns, and I liked that.
Take turns.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I got it this
I
time,
pay for
I'll
this
get it
one.
this
You pay
time.
for. Yeah, so you're smart, right? So when you pay, it's McDonald's, and they
Oh,
pay
yeah.
cheesecake.
Yep. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, more or less though. If it was a big one, then I'd pay.
You tried it, yeah.
Yeah, or at least I tried. If she offered, I wouldn't fight it per se,
Yeah.
but I'll be
I
like,
fight it. Yeah.
So as a guy, you don't like being paid for.
Not.
You'd rather split than have them pay for you.
Yeah. So the thing is, if they insist enough, maybe I'll back down for like small stuff. But like, yeah, I gotta pay.
for the bigger one.
Yeah. Or like, okay, one of the things that I've done in the past is like, okay, we went to eat. I paid for the food. went to boba after they paid for the boba.
Oh yeah. That's another thing.
But that's not. It wasn't a turn thing.
Right. You just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appeased their desire to contribute to the relationship. Are you paid? Okay, next time keep your wallet. Leave it home. Throw it away. Burn it.
I had someone pay me back before, and I was like, "What the heck? No."
How dare you? Someone didn't tell me, but like there was a conversation and I was listening. Not eavesdropping or anything, but it was like I was in the conversation. I was like
staring them in their eyes, just watching them.
I wasn't participating, but they were talking about it, and they're saying like when it comes to that, like whoever initiates the date or whatever is the one to pay for it. So if she's like, "Oh, let's go to this," then she's the one creating that date, that plan, so she pays for it. But if you're like, "Okay, let's go do this, whatever activity," then you pay for it.
I've heard this on Megan Batoon's podcast, actually.
I like this.
Like, if she were to ask me out and go to dinner, she should pay for the dinner. Because it was her idea.
You wouldn't be there without their idea to go there.
I'm fine with that.
I have no system.
It's not.
I just pay for whatever needs to be paid for, unless like it gets paid by them before I can pay. I'm not gonna pull the card out of the reader. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I hate that so much. Okay, so both times when I've worked at both Chick-fil-A and Target, and then people come, like a couple comes, they always fight to who's gonna pay, and then they try to get me in on it. It's like, no, you take my card. Take my card.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not want to get in the middle of this.
And you're like, okay.
And then you take the girls, and then they try to back down. And you're like, no.
No, there's an old fine of that.
And you put it in your pocket.
Oh yes. No, I don't do any. I never grab any. I'm just like, you guys handle this. I'm not.
Yeah.
This.
Good.
Like it's not. And then if she puts her card in it, they say cancel it. Like
I'm not gonna cancel it.
It's there already. I'm not doing anything.
No. That's
It's like, do not get me dragged into your relationship. I don't know you guys.
As an employee, it's a great choice.
I'm not even worried as an employee. I'm just worried about. I don't want to cause a fight. Because some people, they started getting like aggressive.
What are you doing?
Like they got mad. I'm like, I'm not a part of this.
Next time, even though you don't work there, if you're in line and you see it, just get involved. Just get involved.
If you're in a toxic relationship, should you try to save it or cut it off?
Cut it off.
Cut it off.
Toxic. You're very toxic.
How? Okay. Like, how likely is it that you can change somebody?
Yeah.
Versus, how much control do you have to change someone versus how much control do you have to change yourself?
Exactly.
It's completely.
I would definitely at least try first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're in a relationship,
In friendships too.
Mm-hmm.
For me, any sort of relationship, I would at least try.
Oh, I've been there too. Gary's been there.
Because trying is one thing to influence, but you literally cannot change anyone. They have to.
No, I agree with that too, but I have to. I just have to make the effort.
You gotta put like seeds in there.
Try, but if the person is not willing to make that change for you, then don't change yourself in order to keep it going with them. Don't lose yourself.
Yeah, because you can easily change yourself and make things worse.
Yeah.
But you can also change things and change things for your situation and make it better. Yeah. So. Yeah, for me, if you're at the final stages where you have to decide whether you're going to keep going or you're going to cut it off, you can cut it off, because if they're not changing and you've tried, those are the two conditions that need to be met.
Yes.
Then you got to cut it off, because you're just going to ruin your life if you stay around with them. But if you didn't try yet, then you have to try.
Correct.
So don't just cut it off without trying.
Well, because how do you know it's toxic and it's not you?
Exactly. Ooh, hit him with the truth. Because it might be you.
Yeah.
It might be me.
Dang. Tell him.
See, that's Gary.
No.
They need to come up with a word for Robert but for Gary.
I'm going to beat up everyone.
Gary
Papaism.
Papaism.
I was watching a podcast of Papa John's.
Wait, what? Papa John's has a podcast?
No.
Is it Pod John's?
No. No.
Solovenism.
Let's move on.
Garism. Pedro. Ism.
So that answers the question.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Oh, for the toxic one? Yeah, that's my take. I'm not gonna
No,
speak
I
on behalf
agree.
of anyone.
I mean,
Yeah. I think that's.
it's hard to. I mean, I don't know. For me, this is me. I'm not saying that. Like, I would not. Because no. I wouldn't advise people to do this. Because like, I hold on. I try to hold on longer than I should.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm a very hopeful kind of person.
Which
You're
is
a
fine.
glass half full type of person.
Yes, I don't know. I always
A glass? What?
glass.
Glass half.
Dude, no. Oh, glass boy. Oh, Gary is smacking Lance right now.
Get him.
No, I mean glass half full. Yes, I think so. I don't know. I tend to give benefits of the doubt to people. I tend to, say, oh, I don't know. I'm not. That cliche is like, oh, they can change.
I mean, they can.
They can, but I hold on too long. I think.
But is that a bad thing?
So are you saying you choked out?
I think it can be a bad thing
If
because
it goes on too long.
if you hold on too long, then you might be more stuck in it than you're.
Well, what's so difficult about that is there's no defined marker to be like, it's too long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Especially if you always have that hope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you.
But if you lost hope, then obviously it's gone too far.
Oh yeah, that's the marker. When you lost all hope and it's too late.
I think it's time.
I lost hope.
I remember the moment. It was
at that point I knew.
that moment I knew that it is over.
Yeah.
That it ain't it.
That it ain't it.
It ain't it, Chief. What else is there to talk about? How much more you got?
Honestly.
It's true. Like,
This
Relationship podcast.
is a deep podcast.
Yeah, Wes.
What's the picture gonna be?
Why aren't
I
you
don't
here,
know.
Wes?
It's gonna be a heart.
It's gonna be.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what to use for the promo one for because I usually pick the funniest lines. This is all deep.
Nothing's been funny.
I mean, we laugh a little bit, but like, man, this is man, which is fine. I honestly kind of.
You're fine.
You changed the theme.
No, I like these kind of talks sometimes because I'm a guy who doesn't mind talking about emotions and stuff.
There's
I
another
am.
one. If the person, what was it? It was like the person you're talking to or whatever, your significant other, if they don't get along with your friends,
Oh yeah,
is that good or bad?
that's terrible. It's terrible, man.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Who would be?
Is
fine
it
with
something
that?
you can get over with?
No.
It's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. Deal breaker.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna talk about like,
It's a
do
deal
you guys
breaker.
want to do
Oh,
deal breakers?
yeah. Oh, our deal breakers. That's a good one.
Oh, they don't get along with my friends. They don't get along with my family.
That's a.
Yeah, that's bad.
They don't have the same faith as me. Those are obvious ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, dude.
Oh, but I mean,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's real.
that's why I said
Yeah, the friends one is big because statistically, it's like they're not going to hang out with your family all that much,
Yeah.
but they need to get along with your family, whether you're friends. It's like they might hang out with your friends all the time,
yeah, because
and if they don't get along, bro,
yeah, because I don't want to be with anyone that says like I don't want you hanging out with them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nah,
Or someone who tries to take you away from your friends.
Nope.
Like, don't hang out with them, hang out with me.
You need to be responsible with how you manage your time with your friends.
Yeah, who to spend time with and
Your significant
how
other.
long.
Yeah, because if they're telling you not to hang out with your friends, you also need to ask yourself, have I been hanging out with my friends too long?
Yeah.
Too much? But if
What if they're just
not,
what if they're
And
just
they're just
clingy?
tripping.
yeah, exactly. If not, and they're being clingy and like control freak,
Yeah.
you have to be able to discern the difference. 'Cause
Right.
If they just want to hang out with you and you're not giving them time, it's like
It's the whole thing where you're like, it might be me.
exactly.
Yeah.
So assuming
Yeah.
that,
Assuming that it's not you.
assuming that it's not you and you can prove it, and they don't want you to hang out with your friends, nah, bro,
Yeah.
cut it off. Cut it off,
Can't do
because
You didn't accidentally stop recording, did you?
oh no,
Because you slammed your laptop.
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, that was me.
yeah. Yeah.
Other deal breakers. I want to have kids.
She has to have hair.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that was yours. It's your deal.
No, I mean, what? That's such a weird. Like,
I get it.
Tangent.
I want to
has to
agree
have
with
hair.
Lance. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's so bad.
Bro, you don't want nobody with a fade?
Bro, what if she had?
Bro, if her
What if
fade
her
looks
fade was-
better than mine.
I was gonna say.
Hey,
I was like, but what if she has
her face?
She has
can't
to
have
hide
it.
it.
if she got that fade and taper, that's on point. Like, why not? If she can rock it, why not? Some people can't rock certain hairstyles. I'm sorry,
Oh,
myself included.
Yeah.
I can't rock it.
Yeah, Aaron is not gonna be taking my hairstyle anytime soon.
No.
And I will not be I will not be using a curl sponge anytime soon. But back to the kids thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
For
want to
me,
have kids.
if they don't anticipate potentially even wanting to have kids
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
future, because like I don't even think about that right now. Like it's just,
Of course.
yeah. But if they're a hard set no,
Yeah, that's me.
that is a negative.
I don't know, because like I've known some people who are like, they're like, I'll adopt. I'm like, I don't mind adopting, but it's just
You
something
also-
different. Is when it's mine.
Oh, that's a hard conversation.
It is hard. Like, because if I ever were to adopt, like, let's say if I couldn't have kids, right? I would adopt and I would love that baby like it was mine.
The condition being that you couldn't have kids.
Exactly, though. Or if I had, like, let's say I had a kid and then we also wanted to adopt,
That's
I would still love them.
The condition is
I have one that's mine.
yeah, like from you.
Yeah, it is.
They're
my
all
kid.
going to be yours.
Exactly.
But the one from you is the big
It's
deal.
it just hits different.
It just hits
You know?
Is this Pepsi from
It's
My
smells
children
different.
are Pepsi and Coke Zero, but this Pepsi's from Taco Bell.
It is my baby.
My children, I have my two wonderful children. You know, Pepsi from Taco Bell and Coke Zero.
You just made me feel like I compared children to soda.
And you're just like, you know,
Oh
Man, this one went flat.
I don't. And RJ's like, I don't want this Shasta Cola.
Oh man, RC Cola.
This RC, this Sarcy.
Oh, Cersei?
Oh man, these potential names.
Oh my god.
This one's Coke Zero. This one's Sarcy.
Oh, that's great. Any other deal breakers? I can't think of any other one. Oh, hair.
That's so. To be honest, for me, they would have to have a really good personality. Also, assuming other things like, you know, they voluntarily shaved it versus some sort of medical condition, right? I'm not gonna rule it out completely, but like generally speaking, like I prefer hair.
Yeah,
I just want to
So,
throw that out
so
there.
what's the lowest that they can go, Lance? Like Halle Berry pixie cut?
No, they just have to have nice hair.
So you want long hair or it's
Long
like
hair,
really
yeah,
short
long
hair?
hair.
I prefer long hair also, but that's not a deal breaker.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm just. It wasn't that deep.
You brought it up after you're talking about having kids. I want kids. I want hair.
Sorry.
I
That's
can't
a
think
deal
of
breaker.
anywhere else that I have at least.
Huh?
I can't think of anything else. Oh, sense of humor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
want to laugh.
That's a
No.
big one. Yeah.
And you know me, I make a lot of jokes.
Yes.
As terrible as they are.
She has to have
Yes.
ears.
You just
She has
have
to be a good
ears.
listener.
So
She
you
has
just
to be
want-
a
Oh,
good
she's a good listener. Okay,
listener.
okay,
That's
okay.
right,
I was
man.
like, you
That's
just
right.
That's what
I was like,
female.
she just needs to be human.
Female.
Preferably human.
Preferably.
Mine's preferably human
With long hair
with long hair.
that listens to
At least one of those two.
Yeah.
At least.
I was like, I don't know. Cats are good listeners. I hear.
They suck at listening, dude. They just
Oh,
do
do
whatever
they?
they want.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I think the sense of humor is big. I want preferably that they have they're smart in a way that I am not.
Oh,
Yeah. So that way there's something to gain. We have things to trade.
nice.
Ooh, that's a good exchange.
Because if I know everything,
If they're too similar to you.
not necessarily
Oh,
similarity, it depends, right? But if I am the only one being able to like spark the mind, or if I'm not contributing intellectually, or like if we can't think about stuff, if I'm just like Like I just feel like I'm not gaining anything from here, like the way to look at the world or like
You're
way
an
to interact with people.
intellectual level, bro. That's so.
Well, it's important to
No,
me
I agree.
because if I need to be interested. If I have everything and you have nothing, extreme or the opposite. If they have everything to contribute and I don't, it's not gonna work.
Right.
So, like, what's in the mind is really important for me. So, like, I want to be able to learn from them how to behave, how to treat people, trivia.
Someone to complete you.
Sure. You want to put it like that? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, for real.
Because if it's one sided,
It's
it's not gonna work.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. You're not gonna be engaged unless there's some sort of novelty or something to like produce new interests and
Yeah.
like
You don't like
engagement.
me.
Yeah, Lance. That's why I'm not dating.
What do I have to contribute?
To me? I don't know. But you have a job with kids, bro. I don't know how to work with kids.
Thanks, Gary. Make me feel so good. Made me feel good about myself.
Okay.
I think everyone, but also you, Lance, just you beat yourself up too much.
Yeah. More than I beat you up.
Yeah. I know it's a thing where we tease you a lot, but
Yeah.
you're
Shut
cool-
up.
you're a
Shut
cool
up
dude.
and
Stop
speak up,
beating
all
yourself
right?
up.
Yeah. It's part of being like an artist.
Okay.
It's part of being an introvert.
I don't know.
No, I
think
agree.
That's where it
Artists
comes
do that
from.
a lot, so I've heard.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing on personality. Like when you're creative, you're like open to new ideas, but you're like not that open to interacting with people.
Yeah.
So like you'll let it in all your influences and you'll express it through your art, but like interacting with people is difficult. It's a personality trait. But not necessarily. It depends.
You guys understand me.
Sure.
Okay, next topic.
He's like, wow, this is getting deep next
I
time.
know.
So I'm like, what do you define as cheating?
Oh.
Oh, is emotional cheating cheating?
Emotional
Yes.
cheating? Emotional cheating?
They didn't do anything. Like they didn't kiss anybody.
They just like somebody or like they're flirting
like
with
they-
them or...
Yeah.
I mean, if your
So-
heart.
I'm trying to think, because for me, like, if they're, being, like, flirty and, like, talking, and like, I think that's cheating.
Flirty?
Not talking, like, we are going to have a conversation, like
talking.
they're spending,
Yeah.
like, time that was exclusively for
Yeah, to
me.
get to know each other kind of thing. And like,
Yeah, yeah. but
That
they're
talking
still
versus
committed.
dating phase thing, talking.
Yeah, but while we're still,
Yes.
yeah. I consider that cheating.
Wait, well, it's already official that we're assuming.
It's still official, yeah. I'm talking, like, they're starting to develop feelings for someone, but they didn't do anything.
Yes. Oh, if they're catching feelings, then yes, I think it's cheating.
Even though they didn't do anything. They
Yes.
didn't,
Yes.
talking,
Yes.
date, like,
Yes.
okay, no, I'm just saying.
No, yeah, no, go, keep
Same.
going, keep going.
No, literally, they like, yeah, they just start developing feelings for someone else, but they didn't go on a date with them. They don't talk with them on the phone. They don't text them.
I think so.
They're just like,
Because like if you say that you're exclusive to somebody, but then you're not, or while you're exclusive to somebody, you're catching feelings for somebody else, then what's the exclusivity for? That you're betraying that agreement. That's hypothetically, like I guess using some sort of symbolism or imagery. Let's say the person in the relationship had a contract. If you were to
that's a breach of
deviate,
terms?
if you were to deviate from that contract, aren't you cheating those terms, or you're breaking those terms?
Null and void.
it depends on the contract because, I've been broken up with because they developed feelings for someone else. I didn't think it was cheating.
Okay, here's the thing. If they caught the feelings and decided and said, "Hey, it's not going to work out between us," then I wouldn't call that cheating per se.
Because that's kind of what I'm talking about. But
If they kept going with
It
that
depends.
relationship, though,
So if they caught feelings, but then they kept going with you,
Yeah.
then, but
That's
at
what
least
I call
that person knew enough to be like, okay, it's not going
yeah,
to
if they caught
they
feelings,
knew enough. Oh yeah, that's fair.
if they caught feelings for somebody else, realized it, and then told the other person they were in a relationship with, saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't like you anymore. I don't love you anymore." Then okay, then I wouldn't call that cheating, even though that the catching of the feelings happened during your relationship.
I mean, that's good.
You just cracked it.
Okay.
Did you really?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's gonna hurt like all the same, but I feel like I would respect.
It's
it.
not betrayal, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that betrayal.
It's not betrayal. Okay.
But if
they
you
weren't
kept,
committed.
but if they
To the new person.
No, to you, because then if they could just switch up like that, then
Yeah, then they were never really yours to begin with.
Yeah.
which
Exactly,
is
that's
why
why
I
I-
respect that. They
right,
just
I
knew
wouldn't call it a
themselves.
betrayal.
So okay, so then every relationship that you're in, like when it ends,
Yeah.
and then you move into another one, like is that how you look at it, Lance?
yeah, but there has to be like a nice transition.
Oh
No.
no, that's an ideal world.
Yeah. That's,
Whoa. Okay.
You live in an ideal world, in my opinion. A nice transition.
never.
Or at least a transition you could just see.
Okay, well, to what? I'm not trying to like attack you. I just want to know. What do you what do you mean?
Like, because you said you were in a relationship, and out of nowhere you just said, "Oh, I like this person now."
The other person said that to me. Yeah.
And that's it. Dang.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was blunt. But-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but would you rather than be blunt like that or keep the relationship going with you?
Yeah, and drag
they're
it
not
on.
They
fully
want to
in
be
it
with someone
you?
else.
Yeah, no, yeah, you should just go ahead, but
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. It's gonna
that
hurt.
means
It's gonna
the
hurt either
relation-
way.
Yeah, but
But-
that means the relationship that you guys had there was no foundation.
Are you sure? Okay.
I mean, not necessarily.
Not,
That's
not, yeah,
not-
not
to me,
necessarily.
No.
I see what you're saying, but not necessarily every single. That's not a like 100% every single time that happens.
Yeah, for me, I'm with RJ on this one because it's like the way you're describing it, Lance. I'm understanding like there was never a foundation. It's like, what if they just stopped liking you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could
Oh,
happen.
did she just tell you I stopped liking you?
Well, that's what's implied.
If she likes someone
okay.
else, that means she doesn't like him.
Enough.
That isn't.
Okay.
It's the relationship is not to be blamed. If she starts liking someone else, people just have emotions. And like, what if they decide that whether they like someone else or they decide, oh, I don't like you anymore, it's not. The relationship wasn't to blame. Either person's not to blame. It just happened.
Yeah. It's just the way life is sometimes. It just doesn't happen like that.
Damn.
Because when you say there's no foundation, it's like this whole relationship built on like a lie or something. Like that's what I'm thinking when you say that.
And what I'm hearing when you say that is like, oh, that means your relationship it wasn't real. The love wasn't real. That doesn't mean that anything to me. The love could have been real, but it just didn't last. That's how I see it. It could still be real, even if it didn't happen, like stay for a long time. Like the love I had from my previous girlfriends, those were real.
Yeah.
But it's not.
not.
They're
It just
not there.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant
It
to
just
work out.
faded away, or it either faded or it just didn't work
See,
out.
like there was a fade still. It didn't just. Oh, I just don't like you.
It'll never be like
Yeah, it's not exactly like that. I'm hoping she had thought it through first and then decided, hey, just straight up tell him, hey, I like someone else, or I don't like you. Like, of course, that's the fade. It's not just an impulse decision. No, I don't like you anymore.
it's rarely ever
That's
an impulse
kindergarten
decision.
then.
If it's an impulse decision, that then you can say it was they never liked you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because there was
In my head, I thought it was impulse, but
I wouldn't think it.
No, to me it had hit me like it's out of nowhere.
from your perspective.
But the thing is, clearly there had been something happening beforehand.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't classify that as cheating. Cheating to me, going back to the actual question.
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is all perspective kind of podcast. But them doing something behind your back while you're still in the relationship. Like I said, if she decides like she likes someone else, but then decides to end it with you, I wouldn't call it cheating anymore then. I would, even though it happened during the relationship. But let's say you're still in the relationship and you found out that they were talking to somebody or even flirting with somebody, or then that's to me is cheating. I don't know.
I agree.
Betrayal of trust is cheating.
Oh, definitely.
I feel like that's kind of assumed.
Yeah, I mean because that's the feeling you get when you're cheated on.
Yeah.
But any sort of betrayal, like even if they did nothing physical or whatever, anything like that, to me it's cheating.
Lance?
What counts as cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you guys were talking about emotionally.
Well, that's what I started with, but in general.
In general,
How do you describe cheating? Is it purely physical stuff, or like as in like getting in a relationship stuff, or is it like their feelings?
I think it starts off with the feelings. But, because then you can't just automatically, like, do anything physically without cheating.
It starts with feelings.
Yeah, it always starts
So
with feelings.
are you saying then that feelings are cheating then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So that whole scenario we played out earlier, to you, they were cheating on you.
Yeah. But
So like, a lot of people say that flirting is cheating, but like, say you're with someone who's naturally flirtatious.
Right. That's
Okay,
the thing.
well, that's another thing. Yeah,
If
because
they're already just like that, because a lot of
That's
people
healthy.
misconstrue this general niceness as flirting.
when I literally had a conversation with someone that was, they were told they were flirty.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, I mean, I'm just like nice.
Right.
But the guys take it wrong. And then it goes around.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, well,
Have you guys
you
ever
can stop being nice.
Have you guys ever been told you were flirty?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I have. And I
think
don't
I think you are.
No, I was
You've been
like,
leading me
I
on.
was like, there's no way, because I am way too shy to be flirty.
you're not shy.
I am terribly shy, especially if I like somebody, then I'm more shy.
That's so weird.
Like that's
Like,
I can talk to girls and be fine, and like I guess come across as flirty. But once I like a girl, it's hard to even look at them, let alone talk to them. No, because okay, so when I was working at Chick-fil-A again, it was one of those nights where we actually had to stay past late and clean, right? So there was a new girl there who I had trained, and then after a while she was like, you know, RJ, you're a really cool guy. I was kind of scared to just talk to you for a while. I was like, wait, why? She goes, oh, because she mentioned another guy saying, it's like, he said, oh, have you met RJ? He's like, oh, yeah, I did. And he's like, oh, be careful. He has a girlfriend, but he flirts with every girl here. I was like, what? And she says, yeah, that's what he said, but I don't think you're just a nice guy. I was like, whoa. And then I was me and other girls working, cleaning. I asked them, I was like, did you guys hear that too? She goes, yeah, they've been saying that, but I don't think you are. I was like,
Who's they?
the other, the guy.
Guys.
The guy. He's jealous.
He's gay.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, then.
But like, I was like, wait, did you guys?
That shouldn't matter.
Did he say that to you guys too? That I flirt with the girls? He's like, yeah. He says you flirt with everybody, but I don't think you are. I was like, okay, wait, okay. That's what mattered to me was how they felt.
Yeah, they actually
I
felt.
was like, do you feel like I'm flirting with you guys? He's like, no, you're just a friend. You're just chilling and like talking with us. I was like, now I feel insecure about how I talk to every girl. Because I was like, yo, I don't know. It was so weird.
He's jealous. I don't care if he's gay. He just wanted he didn't get the attention.
I don't know. Maybe his
I don't
mad
know
I
this
didn't-
person. I don't know this.
Is he mad that I
at
didn't
all.
flirt with him? I'm just
Maybe.
kidding. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's flirting with every girl here.
Do you guys actually flirt when you like somebody?
Depends. I think it depends.
so like, are we talking about like, I knew them before?
I don't
Or-
know.
Because,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
like, I personally would find it easier to flirt with the person if I knew them before. But if you're talking about like someone new, like say,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
like, no, I definitely wouldn't flirt with
I see
someone
what you're
that
saying.
just
I
met.
agree.
I get why, because you're like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
I don't know
What
their
if I do
I don't know
something
their
that will
limits.
ruin everything.
What if I offend them? What if
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
You know? No, I guess. Yeah.
I literally don't know. Like,
What?
I don't act different.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't.
I'm But everywhere, anywhere, anybody, I'm punching everyone.
Anybody, everybody can get these
Hit his
hands.
hands. Like, equal opportunity punch. Yeah.
I don't know how to flirt. I feel like I don't know, man.
That too. I don't know. I don't think I have it
I don't
have a separate body of tactics in my brain.
Even though people
Yeah, I
say
can't
that I
actively-
do.
it is flirt mode.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. Like if I am flirting, it's more often just coming naturally. I can't be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go flirt
Yeah,
this way.
That's a good point.
I'm
like
it is now time to engage in the flirtation.
Yeah.
Like, no. I'm probably doing it subconsciously. If anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
But like
I don't know.
intentionally flirting, like no. I don't think
I don't think that works like that.
Yeah.
For some,
Or I'm gonna try
haven't
this.
maybe not in this
Some people
room.
can do it.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I know people who.
You know, you're like, hey, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly how they did it.
Rub their chin, both sides. Yeah, I'm in
It's
there.
Lick their lips and stuff.
Yeah.
Target
Grab
acquired.
the hands.
And then they just go for it. It's like, whoa, how'd you do it?
I don't know if I have the confidence to flirt either.
Oh, like a cold, like you just approach them cold, like,
Yeah, or like,
hey, what's up?
not even just that, just to like.
I hung around with
bark
people like
deeper
that, bro. I can't do it. I
You get
freeze.
uncomfortable?
I get I freeze, and I'm just like,
And you're
I'm
not
rooting
even
for you, but I'll stay over here.
I think
I agree.
what
Wait,
some
is he like talking about like as a wingman?
No. Lance is saying he's hung out with people that do that, and I'm assuming Lance does not participate
I don't.
at all. Not a wingman, not a hater.
He just sits back and watches.
He's
it.
just cringing.
Dude, because I've tried it, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
You've tried.
I tried.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
I've
tried
ever
to- It was
tried.
Yeah, it's not
And
me.
you looking good.
It's not myself.
Look good.
Hey ma, how you doing?
All right.
I just
Oh no.
I don't have enough confidence in myself to flirt. Like I don't know, man. I just told you, Lance, to not beat yourself up, but I beat myself up a lot too, honestly. Like I
You
feel,
don't have confidence to flirt actively.
no, I don't have. Well, I guess so, because apparently people think I am flirting.
Can you like?
Yeah, you are, and I'm really tired of you not confirming this thing you got going on.
Do you want this or not?
Yeah, you can play with me. Oh my gosh.
What were you gonna say, Lance?
I was gonna say like, if you knew this person, then you just like, I'm just gonna randomly flirt with him.
With him?
No,
Them.
Oh, okay.
okay. Sorry.
said
Okay,
that.
okay. I was like, what? How do you know? I was kidding. What? So
So if you just like know them,
even if I knew
not
them,
like a stranger.
no, even if I knew them, I'm too afraid.
Oh,
I'm not afraid. I guess not afraid of the actual flirting and talking. I don't have enough confidence in myself to
Sorry.
say that I'm a good-looking guy. I'm a good guy. I'll be, I don't know, stuff like that.
It
RJ
just
is
came to
very
my-
handsome.
I did.
Did you say RJ? Because I agree.
you're handsome.
It just came to my mind like, we're talking about in person, but what about like through text or phone?
Ooh.
I guess I'm more comfortable.
Because I think I can only ever remember one time in my life that I did it in like I actively flirted with someone in person. It worked,
Nice.
and then it like failed.
Nice.
do-
Again.
Trial and error.
It was like woo, yeah. But you know when I guess I do flirt actively, but it's generally like if if we're texting, because in person it's just too
I
weird.
think so too, actually.
I don't like.
I think I do.
text.
Yeah, I know you don't. That's why you call me all the time.
I can't.
When
text.
it's inconvenient.
Oh.
I think I do flirt more on.
I was hanging out with Carl and this guy calls me.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm like, dude, are you busy? I'm with Carl. Okay, so anyway,
Wow.
Text,
like, yeah,
texting
right,
is
right.
like
But-
there's some sarcasm, and I'm just like, wait, you serious? I was like, no, I'm kidding. I was like, haha.
So you don't know how to
I
read
totally
sarcasm.
read it. Yeah,
hard.
you can.
bro, texting, pulling meaning out of a text message is really hard.
That's why you.
It's too
I need to
kinda
see
have
their
to-
facial expression.
You
I
miss
need to
out.
See their
Body
gestures.
language.
Yeah, body language.
But that comes with like
Eye
knowing the
contact.
person you're texting.
Well, I
and how
think
they are
one
as a
of
person.
the things Lance is he gets frustrated with is like, okay, that's the whole point, right? I'm supposed to get to know them, and as I'm getting to know them, I cannot understand what they're trying to mean, like trying to portray, move, like
Dude,
push.
they could be laying down saying, ha, I'm rolling.
Haha, oh my gosh, that was so funny. LOL, I'm on the floor laughing. Like,
That is
With the
just so
straightest
fake.
face.
yeah. It's hard because if you're trying to get to know this person through text and it's not working, like you just have it's a really difficult time because how are you supposed to know how they are when they text if you don't text them?
I mean, you could text them for certain things. But flirting through text is hard. For me.
I think okay, going the opposite direction. If they were to flirt with me, it's hard. It's hard to read either way, in person or in text. For me, I can't get it because like sometimes I'm like, are they flirting with me or are they just being nice? Are they like, do they mean this or do they like it just means something else? Or am I reading too much into it? Or is it because I like them? I'm perceiving everything as a flirt. You know what I mean?
I feel like
You think of because the way you're thinking is the way I think of it, like either or. Either through texting or in person is the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to read.
So making the judgment.
That's hard for me.
It's hard. No, well, that's all connected
Yeah.
to me. Trying to like understand what they're saying. It's a judgment call. Yeah.
That's part of flirting.
It is.
Trying to like.
Yeah, because most flirting, at least here in America. I
Yeah.
don't know. Over here, dude, it's all like under the radar, like
Yeah.
like you're like, huh?
It's like a bunch of it's a bunch of hint throwing, but then the person like being thrown at with the hints is hard. You can't. They never know.
It's never explicit.
Yeah.
Because if you are explicit, you risk getting burned.
Yeah. You risk like coming off too strong.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. That's the reason why I think I'm afraid to flirt sometimes because I don't want to come across as strong.
Why not?
No. Lance just flexed.
Yeah, Lance ripped his sleeves.
Lance got.
I'd rather be the one who's like come off as strong, because then I don't want to be the one who's like.
I can bust you out right now, dude.
Yeah, but I am the other way.
right here, right now.
He was ready to cock back and say, "Boy."
I'm the weak guy. Sorry.
The meek guy. That's a good word.
I said weak, but yeah.
Oh.
I like meek.
Take meek. Do meek.
Meek Mill. I am the weak / meek guy though.
Man, get out of here.
I need to be more.
Both of you get out of here.
I need to be more confident in myself.
You know what you say? You're talking about me, and then what? You know.
What is it?
Where?
Get your sad fest back in here. Let's talk about it.
Let's work it out.
Man, how are we gonna close out this episode?
Sheesh.
Got real deep.
All right, I didn't know.
We'll close it out. That if you guys know anybody, I'm just kidding.
Okay, hey, wait, all right.
Shout out.
Okay, I got it. So,
Shout out to this person. I hope you listen. Shout out to this person.
No. That's the thing for me is I don't know anybody. Like,
what was that thing you both were saying when we went to Nations?
when we asked you questions?
Tim?
Yeah, when we asked you.
No, not before you asked me questions. All three of you were like, this year?
Oh, we done shooting out
Yeah, we're
here.
done shooting our shot.
My gun's empty, bro.
Done shooting
A
a
lot of
shot,
bullets.
and because that was that's the thing. Me, Aaron, and Kim, we call ourselves the SYS team, but it's SYS team, SYS team.
Okay.
Shoot your shot team.
Shoot your shot, team.
Yeah,
Wow.
SYS team. But
Okay.
because we were all single, I'm just like, we're gonna start putting ourselves out there more. We're gonna shoot our shot. But then that started 2018. Now it's 2020. And we're like, you know what? We're not going to shoot our shot anymore. We're just going to deal with you're going to take care of ourselves, focus on what we got to do, and if it happens, it happens.
Dude, I like that way of thinking.
Bro, I've been shooting bulletproof vests. Can't get through. I'm just kidding. It's that's life,
Just
If it happens,
trying to focus on our own happiness.
yeah.
But it sucks because, I don't know if I'm just a guy who just needs to be in a relationship. Because,
No one needs to.
yeah, I agree. But it'd be
They
nice.
okay, yeah.
Process that.
I mean, like when you're single, you don't need a relationship.
Oh, I agree.
To be happy.
Okay.
100%.
No, I'm
Sorry.
there. I'm with you.
Yeah.
No,
Are you saying you
I saw your
Dude,
face.
no,
and
I
was
wasn't.
you gotta be happy?
He wasn't
thinking.
judging, he was thinking.
I was thinking, Lance. I wasn't coming for your
Oh,
throat.
okay.
So, Lance, you're saying you gotta be happy in or out of a relationship. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like that's true.
I think happiness is overrated.
Wow.
Happiness
You can be sad
overrated, you
together,
heard it
too.
from-
I don't know. Because like, if you're only shooting to be happy, you can just stay at home and play games all day.
Mm-hmm.
Now you'd be angry.
No. You play games wrong, bro.
Oh,
Like, he's like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, happiness is really good. I just think that for me, emotions go up and down.
No, life is like a roller coaster, and you're both in it. And then
That's right.
Really good parody.
We're just all in for the ride.
Yeah, you can ride the roller coaster alone, or you can have someone next to you.
Yeah.
So as we close up our chest cavities from opening up in this podcast,
this was a pretty deep one. I really don't know how to end this.
Okay, yo, it's been real.
If
nighttime.
If anyone got to the end of this episode, should we have more episodes like this? Comment below, whether here or on Instagram, or if we should just continue to be more silly as we have per year.
The answer is yes.
Either way, yes. Let us know. Let us know what you guys
conversations or fun loving.
We want your feedback, but we're still gonna do both.
We're gonna
be ourselves.
Yeah. I guess that's just the only way to end it. So
instead of screaming, we just sigh.
That's on the side. Okay. So wait, before we close out, don't forget again to follow us on YouTube and Instagram at Samurai
Nighttime.
They're actually gonna do it.
Until next time.